Hi everyone. I thought I'm going to try something different. I have just received a new deck. It arrived here from England, from Sophie. She has created a new tarot deck, and I thought I'm a little bit bored of tarot deck reviews. And I have been watching recently a lot of ASMR videos, and I thought I just wanna try to do something more relaxing, something slow, and something when I maybe don't speak so fast, and just show you this new deck that has arrived in this wonderful golden orange envelope. So relax and let's see. Let's open it up. What do we have here? By the way, have you ever heard about Sophie's decks before? I do have a couple of them. Let me just actually grab them. So Sophie has created the painted tarot, and she has created the painted runes. Okay, both really beautiful decks, and I'm going to link the reviews I've done about those decks in the description box below, but also in the links up there. And then Sophie has created something very quietly that it's called Next Generation Tarot. And the subtitle says the stories behind the cards. It's only the Major Arcana deck, okay? So you can see that she sent me a couple of postcards. I love Sophie's artwork, it's so beautiful. So the idea behind this deck, let's see, it also has the booklet. And we're going to move away this beautiful golden envelope. So let's see. So Sophie says, "Dear Next Generation Tarot, it has come to our attention that it's now your time to shine. Of course, we always knew we would be paired off with each other to create you, but we never thought your arrival would be so painful. It's only with the benefit of a hindsight that we realize you were, in essence, always there as an extension of us, the Major Arcana." So this is Arcana Parents. Basically, she has connected cards and created stories. And she has connected two cards, for example, of Major Arcana as being parents, and what children would these two cards have. So here, for example, I can see Death as a Death card, and I can see Moon as Moon card. So the Ghost Child is a child of a Death card and a Moon card. This is the Secret Keeper and the Magician. And what would be the other? And the Hermit. So I don't know, it's really funny. As you can see, this is only unboxing. Okay, I haven't read it. I, to be honest, don't know much about it, but I just thought I'm going to check it out. So the Truth Teller is the child of the High Priestess and Tower. Wow. So as you can see, this is not your regular tarot deck, okay? This breaks with any tarot deck tradition. This is something totally unique and different. And this is like the major arcana are seen as parents, and between two of them, what children, what they create, okay? So here we have, for example, some of the children, or all of them. Sophie says there's no particular order to next generation tarot. And we have Ghost Child, between Death and the Moon. So here she gives you a little description, and then in the beginning you saw a longer story, okay? So this energy is very elusive and may mean that something or someone is ghosting you. What or who are you looking for? Connect with hide and seek games you may have played as a child, or reflect on your various teenage identities. You might be developing greater insight into a person or situation, and may choose to watch and wait as things unfold. You may decide to let something go with your own interpretation of death and the moon into whatever comes. So it's really different, it's really interesting. I'm curious about it. I feel like, this could be probably called an oracle, right? Because it's something, who knows, it's something totally different. So let's take a look. The booklet is beautiful. Let's take a look at the cards. As you can see, they are beautifully put together. So I'm going to open it up, like the eternity sound. Let's see. So only a couple of cards, so it's not actually 22 cards, right? It's less cards because it's like 22 divided by half. So these are the backs of the cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cards. So let's see. Let's bring it a little bit closer. So this is a fated child, and the fated child has the Venus sigil here. And if we take our book and look for the fated child, is the child of Empress, Emperor, and Fool. So 3 parents. Okay, so that's a fated child. Then we have fallen child. Fallen child. This is a child of, would you guess? Hierophant and the Wheel of Fortune. So we can see the wheel here. Truth teller. That has to be High Priestess and Tower. That really fits right as a truth teller's child. Troublemaker is at the star. Let's see. Strength, Hangman, and Chariot. Oh wow. This card combines 3 big energies and has fun, animals, and adventure, and at its heart, dare to dream. For some reason I thought it was the star, but it's not. Connect with memories you have of circus or magic, and consider letting go of any restrictions you may have accidentally inherited from the past. Strength, Hangman, and Chariot. enjoy the journey rather than focusing too heavily on the end result. So I'm not going to read everything, but love child, what do you think? These beautiful reds. I'm sure it's going to be lovers and the devil. These little lines, they feel a little bit like, truth detector. Ghost child and death and moon, right? Wow, that's kind of beautiful. Starlet, okay, that has to be the star. No, it's, oh yeah, it is, wait, sorry, mistake, yes, sun and star. Oh, it feels kind of a little bit more wintry to me somehow. Don't feel the sun card so much. What do you think? I would be a star and the moon combination, or star and maybe the hermit, but this is sun and star. And Sophie writes that the sun and the star are two sides of the same coin, and we need both fire and calm to remain in a state of balance. So the secret keeper, we mentioned this before, he's the hermit and the alchemist child. It's kind of cute. And nobody's child. Oh, what about you, babe? Justice and worlds. And it says there is freedom in anonymity. You don't need to shout or be the center of attention to get what you want, or to be content in life. Neither do you need a lot of possessions or to be in competition with anyone else. Everybody's child is nobody's child. Shows us how to be comfortable in our own skin and reminds us that we are independent of others' constraints and ideals. Work with the energies of justice and the world in your explorations of this card. So that's the babies. It's 10 cards, so it's not a big deck. To be honest, I'm not too sure how to work with it. I think it's more, like a curiosity addition to a collection, and I'm yet to read the stories, so I'm going to maybe pick one child for us, and I'm not going to read the whole story, okay? I'm just going to shuffle it. And we're going to pick one of the children, and it's going to be our child, our community's child for now. And I'm just going to read that description and see. So, golden child, so it was judgment and it was temperance. So it's interesting, when I just think of these cards, there could be a lot of judging going on in our community, but also there could be a lot of renewal and a lot of following your calling. Sometimes I feel like we're brave to do what we do, I think there's some bravery in being in this, how do you even call it, like divination, intuition based work, because so many people like belittle it and make fun of it. Yet golden child, right? And I feel like if you do your work properly, you grow stronger in your intuition. Let's see one more time. Golden child, judgment and temperance. And it says transformation is the overriding energy of this card, but try to enjoy the journey rather than focusing too heavily on the end result? Did you ever create art, do experiments, or make petal perfume as a child or teen? Connect with the joy of how that process felt and how engaged you were with the feeling of creation. So it does also say that our community is quite creative, right? Like we have a lot of creativity and we share a lot of creativity. There's an explosion of color. And life waiting to be uncovered if you can detach from any perceived judgment. This may be internal, and see if you can find time to play in a less measured way. I always think of breaking the rules of what do you think tarot is, and just allowing yourself to be creative with cards and do it your own way, and not judge people for it. Bring your own interpretations of judgment and temperance to join in this conversation. I just want to try something. I want to actually see if judgment and temperance from the painted tarot. Let's see, it's such a gorgeous deck. Just love it, love it, love it. It's so beautiful. Let's look for judgment and temperance, okay? And see if we can find any type of recognition in our golden child for the community. This deck is so beautiful. So judgment and temperance. There's judgment and temperance. Let's see. So we're looking for number 14. Oh, how beautiful is this? Four of Wands. This is just like amazing card. Temperance, where are you? The Moon. Hangman is my favorite card right now. I am the Hangman, okay? Let's see. There is temperance, okay? So, this is the child of these parents. But I don't really see, maybe there's these splashes of turquoise and a little bit of purple here, but no, not really that I would see that these two gave life to the golden child. But when you think of these two archetypes, temperance and judgment, and our community is a golden child of these two. Anyway, so this is the next generation tarot, the stories behind the cards, and I think the stories is the key word here. And as you see, the stories are quite long, so I'm not going to read them. The deck is available at Sophie McKay Knight and at her website. And her website is sophiemckayknight.com. She also has an Etsy shop. I will link all the links below. You can find her on Instagram at The Painting the Tarot, and also on Facebook. And here she also advertises the other decks, the runes, which are also beautiful, and they called painted runes. And as I said, I show